Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin'Withamore. Welcome to my channel. By the way, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a video. I upload on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Sundays. Alright, so today you are getting 2 for 1 because I couldn't decide whether to share this on my card day or on my box day. So I decided to just go ahead and share it on the box day because it really is so fun and cute. And this is a little bit more detailed, so I thought it was perfect for the Sunday video. So what I'm sharing today is this little card with a drawer. I don't know exactly what you call this, but it's an easel card, so it folds up like this. But it has a little drawer here, which I just stuck some little candies in here. But you can put even a small gift in here. It's a really, really nice size. And if you're really creative, which I thought about doing this, but then I thought, this would be really, really a long video. But you can even make a box for this box. But we're gonna leave it like this because I think it's really, really cute. You can even put like a drawstring on here, on each side, like under here and maybe under this part, and then just tie it closed. But it's so cute. And I'm using today the let me look because I can never remember the names of these. They're all still new because this is out of the new mini catalog. So it is the Forever and Always. Let's see, because whenever I hold this up here, it seems to have like a glare on it. There we go. How's that? The Forever and Always bundle. And I did a lot of pre-work on this because there was a lot of coloring with the blends and a lot of cut and emboss. There's a lot of cutting on this one is what I'm trying to get at. But anyway, I did a lot of pre-cut because basically I want to show you how to make this. You can make it your own, but it's really a fun one and it's really a all-in-one gift. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's go ahead and take it down to my craft table and we will get started. Okay, so let's get started with the project. So look how cute it is up close. Isn't that cute? I have a lot of dimension on these. I used quite a few dimensionals for the flowers so that they pop up some. So it really makes it really three-dimensional. So I love how that goes up, and it's an easel card at the same time as a little treat or gift box. So it opens like that. I'm not using the little brad to pull on because it's really not strong enough to pull on. And then these do open. They're pretty tight when you first make them, but when you put something in it, it makes it so much easier to open and close. So that's just a little tip I want to share in case you're thinking that it's too tight when you first make it. All right, so this is what we're gonna make today. So let's get started. We're using all the same colors and everything. I thought these are perfect for, you can use it for Valentine's Day, for Mother's Day, for an anniversary, for a birthday. I mean, there's so many uses for this. So let's go ahead and get going on it because it is a little more involved. All right, but it's easy to do, so stay with me. All right, so for this, you are going to need, I put all little tags to remember what I needed for these. So this is the drawer sleeve. It's 4 1/4 by 11. So that is for the drawer part. Now we are gonna also need a part for the easel. This is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. For the drawer part, you are gonna need a piece that's 6 1/8 by 6 1/8. Did I say that was the drawer part? Okay, this is the sleeve, and then this is the bottom part. And then for the card itself, you'll need a piece 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then you'll need some, of course, basic white to stamp. I'm loving this basic white, by the way. The colors with the blends is so beautiful. I don't know if it's because it's whiter and brighter, but it really colors beautifully with the blends. All right, then we are going to mat this, and you are going to need one piece. This is for the inside part, which is this piece right here. And that piece is 4 by 4. The piece we're going to mat on the front of the card, which is, I'm going to show you what these are for, is this front piece right here. That is 4 by 4. I think this one's 3 7/8 by, yeah, this is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I may post all of these on my blog. I think I will because there's so many measurements here. I'll put the measurements on my blog for all these pieces. So this is the front of the card. This is the 4x4 piece. Then to mat this little piece right here on the front, this is going to be, it's 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then you need, for the sides, you're going to need 2 that are 7/8 by 4. And then this is for this little front piece right here that I put on there. You can mat this whole piece, but I just wanted it to look a little bit contrasting, a little bit different, so that's why I just used that piece. We are going to round the corners on this one. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and do that because I may forget by the time we get to that. So I'm just going to round these corners. So that is what we're using for this. I'm going to have to straighten this out because it's not even there. There we go. All right, so we're ready to go there. So let's get started by making the box part. So I'm going to get my scoring tool here and we're going to score all these pieces. So the card piece is going to stay like it is because this is the front of the card, the front of the box. And then this part is the drawer part. So we are going to score this at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So it's just really simple scoring. Most of this is very simple scoring. You're going to be surprised how easy it goes together. It's just keeping your measurements. All right, so that's for our box part. And then we're going to do the sleeve. This is going to go around it. So on the 11-inch side, you're going to score it at 1, 5 1/4, 6 1/4, and 10 1/2. So that's for our sleeve that goes around our box. Now for the easel. So on the easel part, you're going to score it on the 8 1/2-inch side at 4 1/4 and 6 3/8. And that is it for your easel. So this is how this folds for your easel piece. So it's going to fold just like that. All right, okay, now let's move on. So let's go ahead and I think we're going to need to stamp and get that all out of the way. So here are my flowers right here. So I did 2 of the large flowers. And I'm going to show you that again so you can see this better. So there's 2 of these and then 1 of the smaller. And I did 6 of these flowers. Now here's a little tip on how, not flowers, but the leaves. This is how I stamp my leaves. I put them both on the block at the same time. And then I stamp them, and then I can run these both through at the same time. Instead of just stamping a bunch of the longer ones or a bunch of the shorter ones, this is so much easier to do. And then that is all that we're gonna do for that. I also cut out the little flowers, and these are all from the same bundle. So I cut out these flowers here. So these are the little flowers. I don't know if you could see them real close up. They're right here. And I did use some little embellishments for those. And I couldn't decide if I was going to keep them the gorgeous grape or if I was going to change them. So I did some yellow and some white. But then at the end, I decided just to keep it the gorgeous grape. So I cut all those out, and that's this little piece here. We're going to use the love to cut out the love. And then this is going to be for our sentiment. So the rest of it is all done for me. All right, so let's use Memento Black, and we're gonna just stamp the sentiment, and we're gonna do the You More, and it's best to stamp this sentiment first. I'm gonna turn that around because it's not perfect to me. When you get this done, you want it to be right because there is some work to this. All right, and then this is going to fit over the top here, and it's best to stamp first. It's very, very narrow and hard to run through beforehand. I tried it, believe me. So let's grab the cut and emboss. And I think this is it for the cut and emboss. We're cutting this down quite a bit. I'm going to use a piece of purple tape because this is really narrow and it's hard to keep still. So let's go ahead and put that down. And let's run it through. I love the love. I don't know. It's going to be confusing, but yes, it comes out. It's so pretty. I love the cursive of it. And it is, the L is separate from the OVE. That's the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to punch or knock out all these other pieces here, but it's so pretty. Look at that. This set is really, really pretty. And then there's our Love You More. And I love how this die puts a little bit of an edge on it. It makes it really classy to me. All right, so everything is ready to go. Let's go ahead and get the box going. And we are going to put this together now. All right, so this is the bottom of the box. So I'm just going to cut up. This is a very, very simple box. So if you followed me for very long, this will be pretty easy for you. So I'm just rotating it and cutting for our little flaps here. And we're going to sharpen these. Oops, going the wrong way. If you're new to this, when you score, you want to go the opposite way. You want to fold it the opposite way that you scored it. All right, I'm going to use wet glue to put this together. And you do have to hold it for a minute. Alright, so that's the bottom. Now here is the sleeve that goes around it. So you'll see how easy this goes together. So we're putting adhesive on this 1/2 inch side, and we are going to close this up. This is just like a slider box. I don't know if you've ever made a slider box, but this is just like it with an easel on top. They're really, really fun, and I've given these away before, and people are really impressed. They, really think that, wow, how, And then this is just going to slide in here. Just like that. And I told you it's a little bit tight, but as soon as you put something in there, it's going to be, it fits perfectly. It's going to be a little bit easier to open and close. So we're going to pick our front, and I'm going to just go ahead and put this on first because I'm going to remember where my front, which side I want my front to be on. I have this where I adhered it to the bottom, so you're not going to see that. So we're going to put that on. I'm going to pull the drawer out. And I'm also using my little 1/2 inch circle. I'm putting a tiny, tiny divot in there. It just helps to open this up when you're wanting to open it. And then these are some old brads that I had. These are Stampin' Up, but we don't carry these anymore. And so I am just going to watch your fingers when you do this. I'm going to put that in the center. And I'm keeping it a little bit loose. I'm not doing it real tight. I'm giving it a little bit of give. So there's the front. Put that back in there like that. And let's do our easel. Let's go ahead and mat this bottom piece first. So we are going to use our Gorgeous Grape. By the way, this is Highland Heather I'm using in Gorgeous Grape. So this is going to be the bottom mat. Oops, we can't do that yet. I forgot to put the easel on. Okay, so this is the part. Don't forget to put your easel part on first. We don't want to mat that part. So this goes on like this, and it just sets, you want to make sure that it is even on the sides and in the front. Almost messed you up there, I'm sorry. Always put your easel on first, and then we're going to go ahead and mat that. So I'm adding more so it stays on here. All right, there we go. Much better. And then this little piece right here is going to fit right on here. So we are going to put that on as well. And we are then going to stamp our sentiment. And where did my little piece for that go? Okay, so this is the sentiment piece. I don't think I had it cut, so I had to go ahead and cut it. So this is 3.5 by 1.5. And we're going to go ahead and stamp with Memento ink the inside sentiment. And that is going to be with, these are all from the same bundle. We're only using one bundle for this. I love the bold sentiment on this. And this says my whole heart. I'm not getting enough ink on there. I think my pad needs to be re-inked. And I also thought of using one of our little hearts this time instead of the little stamps that I use. And I thought I'd use one of these little hearts because I thought that'd be really cute on there. So I'm going to do that this time. These are the heart charms. And I'm going to use a little bit of wet glue on the back of this. This is a brand new wet glue, so it should come out. I'm just afraid it's going to come out too heavy, so I'm kind of going light on it. So I'm going to put my little heart on that this time. And everything's stamped and ready to go. So we're going to adhere this. Oh, I'm putting dimensionals on this one. Because you need something to hold your easel up. And I'll show you what I mean there in a minute if you've never made an easel card. So I did put dimensionals on this piece. You can put whatever you want, and I think I cut this wrong. I'm going to need to cut, I'm just going to cut the side here a little bit. I think I made it too. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so do this at 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 1.5. Okay, so we got that done. This is for our card. So we are going to adhere that to the front of the card. Isn't this paper gorgeous? This is the Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper. And I did not get the stamp set yet. It's on my wish list, but oh my goodness, this is so beautiful, the paper. And I'm going to grab it really quick and just show you because I used this on the little mini nugget box I did the other day. But this is the paper on here. Look at this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. I did think of using this time, but I changed my mind at the last minute and decided I'd stick with what I had. It's gorgeous. All right. So this is going to be the front of our card. I think let's go ahead and just mat the sides because that would be all the matting we have to do, and then we'll get going on the front of the card. This is the most fun part, making the front. So we're doing these on the sides. If you want to do the back, you can do the back too. It's probably going to be pretty close to the same measurement for this, the back of this slider. In fact, let me check it and I can tell you. Yes, it would be 7/8, just like the other one, it'd be 7/8 by 4. So you can do one more if you want it on the back of that slider. All right, so now let's do the front of our card. I am using our doilies. These are gorgeous doilies. They're vellum square doilies, square vellum doilies. They're beautiful, and I don't use them enough, so I thought, you know, I'm going to put it on this because it would give it that added little touch. So I'm just going to put it on the larger areas back here. And we're going to adhere that. Don't worry about your glue. The glue's going to dry clear. And I usually just take a paper towel because I don't want this glue all over my fingers, and I just will dab it. But it dries clear, so don't worry about it. And we're putting so much over the top you aren't going to see anything. All right, so let's put on our more, because this is the center of our card. So we're going to work all around the center. And then I am going to do my love, because this is one of the focal points. So I'm going to put that up at the top here. And we're going at a little bit of an angle. Isn't it pretty? It is so pretty, and it really looks beautiful in this black. All right, so there it is. Now let's go ahead and add our flowers and leaves. Now the first thing I did was just use dimensional on all our flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and grab our leaves and our flowers, and we're going to just put dimensionals on the back. This is so fun to make though, and it does give that little bit of a wow factor, you know, when people get it. That's the reaction anyway that I've gotten from these before, and it's been years actually since I've made one, and I thought, boy, it's time to make one again. All right, so we are going to take the backings off. We're going to put one right here. And then we're going to put the other large one on the opposite side. Give it some symmetry. Don't cover your words. Isn't that pretty already? It's so pretty. And then we're going to put this one on this side. And then I'm going to add all our leaves. And we're just going to use glue for the leaves. And I did color the flowers. I'll tell you here what I used for this, because some of you are going to ask, I know. So I used the dark Highland Heather, the light Highland Heather, and the dark purple Posy. And then for the leaves, I used the light Old Olive, and the centers are with the dark Mango Melody. Okay, let's grab our other two leaves. This one's already got glue there, so I'm just going to stick that on there. All right, so look how pretty that's looking. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and put the little flowers on. I was going to do the ribbon first, but it works just fine doing your flowers first. So we're going to put these flowers all on here. And I just got this in one of my Stampin' Up things. It's just a little piece of rubber, and I always just take these and it kind of pops them up a little bit. So that's how I do that. We're just going to use some glue dots for these. So just start putting glue dots on there, and we're going to just start placing these. And we're going to add each one of these to the card. Just add them randomly where you would like to add them. It's all up to you. All right, now we are going to use our matte black dots, and we are going to put one in each center of these. These are the smaller ones, by the way, that we're putting in here. I'm going to move this one right here because we need room for our ribbon. Okay, so look at that. Aren't they pretty? The little black brings out so much because of the love that's on there. It's really, really pretty. All right, now the trick for the ribbon. I'm using this this is part of the Hydrangea Hill suite, by the way. This is the gorgeous grape sheer ribbon. It's so beautiful. So you just are going to cut some small pieces because you just need small pieces for this. Did I drop that already? There you go. And I'm using glue dots here. And you are going to put one on the end. And then you're just going to fold it over. And then you need another glue dot. And you are going to just start putting these on. Now I'm going to put one here. And then for this one, I'm going to cut a few more pieces. I'm going to do one at an angle here. So it could be our little tail. This is a fun way just to add a little bit of ribbon and not have to worry about trying to get the whole ribbon under there. So we're going to add that. I'm going to move that over just a hair. Shorten that. And just go by where you want to place it. That one. There we go. My scissors have glue on them. Don't ask me how that happened. All right, and then we're going to do another one here. Just fold it over. And you're going to add several of these to this. We're going to add one here. And then I'm going to do another one next to it. Well, let's do the one on the top first. And then we'll do our little tails. Alright, now we need two little tails, one for here. And you just need to cut them really short. You do have to kind of slide it under there. I still got that one a little bit too long. So there's one there, and then we're going to do that one more. This one's probably going to be too long too, but let's go ahead and add our glue dot. I'm having a time with my little tails here, but that is it. So there you go. Isn't that cute with the little ribbons? I don't even know if you noticed it when I first showed you because it's just so slate. So now let's add this to our box and we are going to be done. So how you're going to do this is you're just going to put adhesive on this flap right here. Nothing else, or this will not work. And then you're just going to line this up here. And make sure you sharpen these really good. I didn't sharpen those. It makes a difference how your easel works. All right. So this is why I put dimensionals. It holds your easel up like that. Isn't that pretty? And then just add your chocolates or your small gift in here and you're ready to go. I did put mints in this one, so they're right there. And it does make this open and close better. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. I know the video's a little bit longer, but it's so worth it. And I hope you give it a try. Have a blessed day, everyone. If you need any supplies, remember you can always shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. I would appreciate it greatly. Thanks, everyone. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.